Hey everyone, welcome to episode 23 of my show and tell. My name is Claudia and thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. Before we begin, I just want to mention the brightness right now. I know that I probably look very, very pale, and I am very, very pale, but right now the sun is just, it's hanging out. I'm recording a little bit later than usual, but I did a test before this to make sure that everything was working. Well, I did a few tests. It wasn't working in the beginning, but once I finally got it to work, I made sure that at least the colors look great and everything, but I know I'm going to be like very, very pale. And I'm hoping that it doesn't do like that flickering thing sometimes it does. So we'll see. Yes. So, oh, and also, if you've not joined already, I have a Ravelry group called Crafting with Claudie, and we are hosting a craft along over there. It's called the Birthday Craft Along because it was my birthday in February. I am, unless like something changes, I am going to extend that. It was going to end at the end of March, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and extend it till the end of April because there have not been that many entries. I think we're up to like 3 though, and I do know that there are more coming, but I wanted to just kind of give everyone more time and also, you know, just myself more time because I'm working on stuff for birthdays and things too. So, yay. So I will, there are like all the rules and everything are over there, and I'll make a note. I'll change I'll edit what I had originally for the deadline. So you can check it out over there. The rules are in the chatter thread where you can like just talk about whatever, show us what you are planning on doing or what you're working on currently. The finished objects thread, the prize thread, that's where you will post a picture of your finished item and tell us how it works around a birthday. So it just has to be like either, you know, something that you received for your birthday, like the yarn or the pattern or whatever, or it's for someone's birthday or like a baby's birthday because they're being born, so like newborn stuff. You know, just all you gotta do is just kind of make it birthday related somehow, and I'm cool with that. It is a craft along, so pretty much any craft. If you are in doubt, just ask me over in the chatter thread. But you know, knitting, crochet, spinning, weaving, cross stitch, quilting, jewelry making, I guess, just yeah, all that stuff. So anyway, just want to mention that. And yes, so what have I been doing? Well, I haven't had a whole lot of time to, these past couple of weeks, a whole lot of time to actually craft things, like do anything that I've kind of wanted to do. So some of the projects I showed you last time, I'm not going to be showing you this time because I just haven't made very much progress on them. So, you know, how that goes. But I do have some stuff to show you, so it'll be fine. Let's see. Oh, so the day after I recorded last time, my husband and I went to Star Trek: The Ultimate Experience. I believe that's what it's called. Or The Ultimate Voyage. No, I can't remember the name. I'll have to look at the tickets, but or look at it online. So basically, what it is like you go and they have like this movie projection system. This movie projected up on the screen with an orchestra in front, and they're basically the people in the orchestra, the musicians in the orchestra, are doing you know, like the score for the movie that's playing. Now, the movie, I mean, it wasn't 2 hours long or anything. It was maybe an hour and a half. I wasn't keeping track of the time, but it's narrated by Michael Dorn, who played Worf. Yeah, I know. Like if you're not into Star Trek, you're like, okay, what is this? So just skip forward a little bit because I'm gonna talk about it. But it was held at the Cincinnati Music Hall, and it was really nice. That was the first time I had been to the music hall there. But it was good. I expected the orchestra to be larger. There weren't as many people in it as I thought. And I thought, well, maybe that's like the stage. It's not very small, but or not very small. It's not very big. But I don't know. Like it worked. It worked. It was really, really nice. I would totally would go back, but we'd get different seats. We sat up in the balcony, which at this location, the balcony is the second level, not the third. I can't remember what they called the third level, but at other places we've been to, the balcony is the top level. It's just whatever. So we were on the middle level, which usually is, at least in other places we've been to, it's usually really good seats. And it wasn't bad, like we could see what was going on, but the space you had between like your seat and the wall they have there to like make sure you don't fall down, there wasn't very much, and I'm not tall, so but like I ended up getting like I had like a cramp in my ankle from like having to like sit kind of like closed up. I mean, the seats and stuff were fine. It wasn't that. It was just literally not enough leg room. So, you know, yeah. It wasn't sold out or anything, so there was tons of space. We could have went and sat somewhere else, I guess. And maybe we should have, I don't know. But it was good. My husband had never been to that kind of performance before, and I'd never been to anything exactly like that before either, but it was fun. They did a really good job. The conductor, who unfortunately I do not know what his name was, I don't think it's the person who like arranged it or whatever. Hang on, sorry, I'm looking over there to make sure that it's still recording. He had like a little David Tennant thing going on. Like it was really like the slim cut suit and the hair, like, you know, he had that kind of going on. So I thought that was interesting. Some people dressed up, which I kind of expected, but like not a lot of people. It wasn't like a Star Trek convention or anything like that. I've never been to one of those, but I've seen stuff on TV. But some people were dressed up in like the original series costumes. Like I think there were like 3 different groups who had dressed up, and then some people had their kids in like the gold Captain Kirk shirts, like they were really long, like kind of almost like dresses on them. What else? There were people in like red shirt, t-shirts. I was a little worried that we were going to be underdressed because we wore jeans because it was a Tuesday night, and I was like, I'm just going to wear jeans. But it was fine. We were so not underdressed. Like there were some people who were dressed a little nicer, but most people were in similar outfits, you know, like button-ups and blouses and stuff like that with jeans. And then there were some people who were like in hoodies. And I was like, that looks really comfortable. So yeah, it was really fun. We had a good time. It was, my mother was a little, oh, she was like, I told her that I was going, and she was like, well, where's it at? And I was like, well, it's Cincinnati Music Hall. And she's like, well, where's that? And I was like, it's across the street from Washington Park in Over the Rhine. And she was like, she's like, you can't go there. And I was like, well, why not? And she was like, that's a really bad neighborhood. And I was like, no, it's not. But my mom lived in Cincinnati, like she lived in downtown Cincinnati at one point, but when she did, there were a lot rougher neighborhoods than there are now. So it was fine. But she was just like, are you sure? I was like, it's going to be fine. But it was kind of funny because I don't even know if she's been to downtown Cincinnati in forever. Because I always tell people I live in Cincinnati, but I technically live in Northern Kentucky. If you're not from the area, Northern Kentucky means nothing to you, but if I say Cincinnati, you might know where that is. So it was just, you know, I don't go into like, I mean, I go into downtown sometimes, but not like all the time. And I don't know if I've ever taken her when she's been up. I don't know if I've ever taken her into downtown for whatever reason. So I don't think she knows what it looks like now. It's a lot nicer than I'm sure it was how many ever years ago. Anyway, what else? I did our taxes last weekend. Woo, fun. Normally I have them done before March, but yeah. Last year, the early part of last year was not great, as if you've been watching my videos, you know, like I was having like a rough time of it, and I was not great about keeping my receipts and documents and all that stuff as organized as I normally do. And you know, when you're self-employed, that's kind of important. So I had everything, it just was not organized, so I had to go through it, and it was fine. It's fine. We filed, and they've already like accepted the return or whatever, so it's fine. But you do have, if you're interested, or not interested, if you haven't filed your taxes yet, you have about a month, so less than a month actually, so you probably should get on that. And what else? Oh, the reason that, you know, I have been looking over here occasionally, my computer updated to Windows 10 on its own. I came in one morning and I like booted my, well, I didn't boot it up. I just, like, I don't usually turn it off every day, but I, you know, moved the mouse so it would come on, and all of a sudden I was like in a, hi, welcome to Windows 10. And I was like, I didn't ask to update. I was not sure I was going to update. So yeah, it's been giving me some issues. So this will be the first video I will have recorded and edited since it updated. So hopefully this works. Anyway, let's talk about crafting stuff because that's why you're here. All right, so I have finished objects and I'm excited. These are my socks. So here you go. There are two of them. So there's one sock and there's the other. As you can see, they are not matching. Not exactly. The yarn, it worked up slightly different. Even though it's the same dye lot and everything, it just worked up slightly different. These socks are the Syncopation Socks by, well, the pattern is the Syncopation Socks from Mary Henninger, but that was pretty much it. That's all I took from it, was just the stitch pattern. It's like a 12-row repeat. Because you do like 6 of one thing and then 6 of another. It's a free pattern over on Ravelry, so, you know. And it has this like ribbing detail. Oh, I know it's going to do that weird lighting situation. So you can see right here. It's really, it was easy, but the pattern itself is just for one size. So what I did is I did a rounded toe. I did a toe up. So I did Judy's Magic Cast On, and then did a rounded toe up to have 64 stitches around, and then I knit until I got to, you know, like where your foot bends or whatever, and I did the Fish Lips Kiss heel for the heel, and then I did a 2x2 ribbing for the top, for the cuff part. So yeah, I also, for the Fish Lips Kiss heel, I did 2 increases. So I increased 2 on the first row of the Fish Lips Kiss heel pattern, and I decreased 2 on the last. And because normally what happens with the Fish Lips Kiss heel, this part right here, which I guess like this is your instep, I think that's your instep measurement, the part that goes from like where your foot and leg meet to your like the back of your heel, that measurement. Usually with this heel, it's really tight on me. I have I guess a high arch or something, I don't know. But anyway, so I increased just a little bit because it's not like uncomfortable enough to like I can't wear them, but it's uncomfortable. So I don't really, like, if I can avoid it, why not? So I increased that to add that little bit of extra give. But then when I was doing the Fish Lips Kiss heel pattern, it's a paper pattern. It's $1. So I recommend you get it if you like to do socks, because it's a really great heel, and you don't have to like pick up stitches and stuff. So it's pretty nice. But what happens is like you work up this way, and then it's short rows and everything. So you work up this way, and then you start working back down this way. Well, like when they meet together or whatever, you have to do this thing where like you're basically starting to be able to like do the decreases next. And anyway, I increased just a little bit too much before doing the decreases or something, I don't know. So I have this little bit of extra. You see that? I'm not going to tell, like, you know what that looks like. But it's just a slight little extra bit of fabric. And if I go like that, can you see? I've not blocked these yet, so there is a possibility that will work its way out. But honestly, I think that these are slightly too big on me. I think I should have started it started the heel a little bit sooner and maybe avoided this, because when I try the heel on, there's a little bit of extra fabric, just a little bit, like just a little. It's not even a flap or anything. It's just like just a little more room, and I don't think it has anything to do with these 2 extra stitches, because this part, like this, actually fits. It feels comfortable, but just like on the heel of my foot, so it's like let's do. So it's really, really like comfortable here, but then just at the very base of my foot, like the part, like if I kicked my foot up, oh, the lighting's changing. If I put my foot up like this, just that heel has a slight little bit of extra fabric on it. I think I know how to fix it for next time, but we'll see. Yeah. So the yarn I used, I apologize about the lighting. It's doing some crazy stuff now. I used Peyton's Croy FX, and I believe this is Cascade Colors. This is the yarn I have left. And it's nice yarn. I had intended to make these longer, like I was just going to use up all the yarn, and then I got tired of them. My fingers were hurting a little bit, I think, just because it's pretty much the only thing I've knitted on. Yeah, that's really the only thing I've knitted on these past couple of weeks, and as you can see, I obviously did not get very much done at any point in time, because I think I was to here. I was like getting ready to like almost be at where you do the heel. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I've not had a lot of time to work on stuff, so that is all I have finished. And yes, as for what I've been working on, besides those, I've not even touched the cross stitch that I showed you last time. I did a really little bit of the spinning. I did start the next half of the braid, but not enough to even like show you anything. It's still like in the early stages where it's not looking very nice on the spindle. And my cardigan, I've not, I think I did 1 row on it. Yeah, I think I did 1 row. So maybe 2. I feel like I changed colors once since I showed it to you, but I've just not done a lot on it. So I'll show that to you hopefully next time, because that is what that's pretty much the only thing I'm going to work on that's not pattern tutorial related. I have been working on a baby blanket tutorial pattern that's going to be coming out, and I've just had some issues with it. So I had made the sample a while ago and taken notes, and here's the sample. So I don't know if you can see this. There you go. I had made the sample, and I was like, yay, okay. And then I had taken some notes and everything, and then I went to go start the blanket tutorial. I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and just start that one now and make sure that it all worked, and I can't find the notes, which sucks, quite frankly. I don't know. I must have thrown it away. I must have thrown them away because I cannot find them. And I did clean, so I thought, oh, well, maybe like I put them somewhere, but I wouldn't have put them anywhere because I was going to start on the baby blanket. So yeah, it kind of sucks too, because I had plans. I had notes for, not samples. Well, I had samples of other stuff, but I had notes for other pattern ideas too. So yeah. So anyway, I had to I had to make another sample. So this is another sample. It's a larger one, and I realized that without my notes and stuff, and I don't know, I realized that my stitch counts for one of the stitch configurations I wanted to do, it wasn't going to work. So I had to rework the pattern, and I don't have the blanket here with me right now, but I will hopefully have the tutorial up by the end of next week. That's the plan. So I'm almost at the halfway point, row count, almost, for the baby blanket. So I just have to finish it all, but then I'll show that to you guys hopefully next time. So yay. But it's nice. It's basically, I mean, you can kind of see what's going on here. I don't want to give too much away yet, but I think it'll be good, hopefully. So that's technically what I'm working on, and that's really the only thing I've been working on. That's part of the reason that I haven't had much time to do anything else, is because I've been working on the baby blanket. And sorry, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Yeah. So that's it for things that I'm, projects. Except I did buy something. So we'll talk about that now. I bought some blocking wires. Here's the package. I know, I'm sorry about the color. These are the Infinity Premium Blocking Wires from Infinity LLC. And I will put a link to their Etsy page. These, I don't really have a lot of experience with other brands of blocking wires, but these are really nice. They've got a nice edge on them and everything, like a nice point. And they're really, really flexible. So I had asked for those for Christmas and I didn't get them, so I bought them for myself. And I got them in the mail. I mentioned them last time. That was what was on what I hadn't received yet. And I'm trying to find the back of this. So I finally got around to blocking my Asunder shawl, which I finished in December. So here's the shawl. So there you go. It's a crescent shape. You can see it's a crescent shape. And it's really nice and it smells really good. I used Kookaburra wool wash and I like the way it smells. I just use the regular kind, original or whatever. It's really nice. So this yarn is, it's like a blast from the past, I guess. The speckle yarn here on the top is Bad Egg by Lammy Toes. Sorry. She has the, Amanda, she has the Not a Podcast, K-N-O-T, a podcast here on YouTube. I'll put a link. And she has a Etsy store called Lammy Toes, and she sells yarn, and it is lovely. I have another skein, not of this, but I have another skein that's like a yellow kind of base that I'm going to make something for my mom with. But it's really, really nice yarn to work with. And if you remember, I had originally chose a different yarn for the other color, and I didn't like it, so I had to rip it back out. But this yarn, this darker yarn, is Cyborg's Craft Room in Stepping Stone. So you can see it's sort of like blue, brown, a little bit of black, gray, that kind of thing. And there's the speckles. Super fun. Super fun. I mean, this is probably, I don't know, like, I like it. I'm sorry, I don't need to talk behind it because I know that probably muffles it. But, yeah. So it's really fun. I blocked it and I messed up one of the drop stitches. Where is it? I think I fixed it, so I don't know if I'll be able to see it now. But when I was blocking it with the blocking wires, I accidentally stuck, or the end got stuck under one of the drop stitches, and or not the drop stitches, the yarn overs with drop stitch, and it yanked it really tight, so it kind of warbled it a little bit, but I think I fixed it. So anyway, this is the right side. I was showing you the right side, but then I turned around. So yeah, it's very fun. I probably should have blocked it a little bit longer this way. This has a lot more give in it, and I could have done that a little bit more, but it's fine. And I figure I'll wear it and then, do whatever. And yeah. So I wanted to show that to you since I use those blocking wires to actually block them. It was really nice to have them for the bottom shape because I could set the roundness of it, the curve of it, really, really easy. I bought that and I bought some extra T-pins. I have some other ones, but I went ahead and just got some extras, and I ended up using more than what normally comes with this kit. So I recommend if you are going to get them, make sure you either have other T-pins or you buy extras. I can't remember how much they charge for the extras, but it comes with, I think, 15, and then I bought another 50, something like that. Yeah, so it's really nice. This size, they have different sizes and everything. This one has 6 36-inch ones, 6 24-inch ones, and 6 12-inch ones. Oh, it comes with 30 pins, and then I bought another whatever. So, yeah. Really nice. I like them so far. So, we'll see. They were really easy to use, except for like when it went under the yarn over, but that's really just because, or not yarn over, the dropped area. But that was me just not paying attention. But it's fine. I really like it. And it smells good. As for other things I bought, I have placed an order, and it should be here on Wednesday. I think it's shipped. It's just not here yet. From Knit Picks. If you like to shop at Knit Picks, they have a sale right now until the 23rd. I guess through the 23rd. It's 15% off everything. Well, not everything, but most things. I think like the patterns and kits and stuff. Well, I think the kits are on sale, but not the patterns. I don't know. Just go over there and check. But they have their needles are on sale 10%, so that would be you'd get 15% on top of that. They don't have the new set, the Majestic interchangeables. Those are not on sale. So, but you could get 15% off. They also have a sock sale right now, and so they've got some sock yarn on sale, and yeah, there's a little bit of sport weight in there, but it's mostly fingering weight. I did order, what did I have to order? I needed to get some wool wash because I was about out. And I got a different kind than I normally do. I got the kind that Lorna, who is Heart to Heart Quilting on Instagram, and I can't remember. I don't think it's Heart. It might be Heart. She might be Heart to Heart Quilting on Ravelry as well. But anyway, she was my swap partner for the Christmas Santa, or the Secret Santa swap that I did in December, and she made me a cowl, and it's beautiful, and I wear it. I wore it a lot this winter, but it smelled really good, and I was like, what wool wash did you use? Because I hadn't smelled that one before, and it was Eucalyptus Rapture, and so I'll show that to you when it shows up. What else did I get from there? I had to get, I got some like clasps, like some clasp things for something I'm making, and I did get a couple of skeins, well, 3 skeins of yarn. Not for me. I'm still like, I'm doing okay, but I got it for prizes, for giveaways, or for craft alongs and things like that. So, you know, I'll talk about that more when I get that, but yeah. That's pretty much it. I've just been busy doing a lot of stuff. I am hopefully, we're still working on stuff for the house. And we've had like I think stuff is gonna like break. You know, like as soon as you're like, oh, we're gonna find a new house, everything starts to like make weird noises. Like the water heater is not being its normal quiet self. Our refrigerator sounds strange. Like, maybe I'm being paranoid, but I don't know. I just, you know, I'm not really eager to spend like a lot of money on appliances I don't get to keep. So it's fine. I mean, we would of course buy new ones if we need to, but nothing has officially went wrong yet, and knock on wood that it won't. So yeah. Let's see. I've been watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine still. I'm on the last season, so there's that. And oh, there's this show on Netflix. I've only watched the first episode, and it's called Cuckoo, and like Cuckoo, and it's got Andy Samberg, who was on SNL. He's one of the Lonely Island guys, and he basically the premise is he meets this girl, this British girl, and in Thailand or whatever, they get married, and they show back up at her parents' house and chaos ensues. So I've only watched one episode, but it was pretty funny. I will say that there is language and sexual content and all that stuff. So if that's not your kind of sense of humor, or you've got children, you may not want to watch it. But it's so far it's really funny. We'll finish watching it, or at least we'll continue to watch it. Yeah. So I think that is it. Hopefully I did not forget anything. I probably did. Oh, I will have pictures up on my project page of this eventually. The project page is there. There just aren't. There's only one picture of like when it was in progress. I don't have any like finished pictures yet, and I don't have any. I haven't taken finished pictures of stuff lately. So that is on the agenda for this week. Hopefully I will get that done. But yeah. All right. I'm going to go. Please let me know how you guys are doing. What have you been working on? Have you finished any socks? Or your socks got weird heel situations? Yeah. If these don't fit me, they'll probably fit my sister. So, yeah. She would love, she had already informed me that she wants some because I made some for my mom and she was like, well, I want some too. Okay, so that is all I've got for you today. Let me know if you have any questions. You leave me a comment. Let me know what you're working on. If you're going to join the craft along, the birthday craft along, I would love to hear about that. If you are over on Ravelry, you can put in the chatter thread like what projects you're planning on working on, or show pictures of what you are like what you're working on, like what your whip is. If you're on Instagram or all of the places you can use hashtag, the hashtag is just birthday craft along, like just the words all mushed together, no dashes or anything. So if you do that, I'll check and be able to see. So yeah, I'd love to know what's going on with you guys. So I will see you guys next time, and bye.